Well, here we are again. It is now what? Wednesday. So we're in the middle of the week and we got the top news stories for you today, some of the top news ones today. Story number one is takes us down to Texas where they are experiencing record historic floods right now. Many homes have been lost and property has been lost. And we don't know about as far as the extent of life. People have been asked to evacuate the area and the areas where these floodings are going on, and a lot of people just won't leave or give up their property or leave the property because they're worried about fear for looters and that sort of thing. But that's going on right now. Historical levels of floods happening in more than just Texas. But like we warned you about that, and that's what's going on. There was a just yesterday, just to give you a little bit what happened during the week in the news in Seattle at a local 7-Eleven. There was a guy that went in and just started cutting people up with a machete, and a guy was able to guy had a gun, just an armed civilian, like a regular person, had a gun, a citizen, and was able to defuse that situation. And till the cops got there. That was in Seattle yesterday. If I can talk here right, this morning. Also, lots of things going on with the GOP, with the election, as you well may know if you've been in the world, you haven't been hiding behind a cave or in a rock. Um, um, One person has backed out of the race because of poor election votes. So what happened in Chicago, he backed out. As a matter of fact, during some of the last couple Trump rallies, there have been some shootings and riots that have taken place and protests that have gotten violent in a couple of these places. One in Ohio where he was. A lot of that's not being reported, but it is what happened. It is what it is. All the scanners here were lighting up talking about it, so it was pretty bad. Um, so that was going on, and we don't know if there was any injuries or any fatalities at that event, but we hope and there wasn't. But did get violence. The police had been called in to make arrests to neutralize the situation, stabilize it. Um, but that was at the last couple Trump rallies that has happened. And of course, I don't know about the one in Florida. I don't know if that was like that there, but probably not because there was a large police presence there, unlike the other places didn't seem to have as many police. They were there, but they just weren't noticeable. So I think that's what discouraged a lot of the violence to take place in Florida, where Trump recently was. So I don't think it got violent there. But if it was lax in security, yeah, there probably would have been violence going galore because there's a lot of people, a lot of hot issues, there are a lot of things going on right now, and the world, and that itself would cause people to want to get violent because they are fed up with a lot of things that are going on, and there's a lot of people that don't like Trump or hate him because of what he stands for, and he's not a Christian, and he's for business and all, but some people don't really feel or have faith in Trump because of some of his past decisions that he made, just saying the truth about it. And where he was like a corner ring for Obama when he got elected, he was in there and he just backed out, and all the votes went right to Obama instead of going to Mitt Romney. And that's what happened there, and that's why Obama got the votes because all of Trump's votes went to Obama. And I hope that's not the case this time. And a lot of people kind of a little leery about that because of what happened the last time when he was in there. But right now, he seems to be sticking to it, though, because remember, last time Trump backed out, way before, backed out before the elections, a few months, several months before. Now he's still in there, so he may be for the real deal. And, if the only thing, what I like to see is that, we get somebody in there that is a Christian man, or if it's a woman that has the boots to fill it, that they would be a Christian man or woman, and they could go in there and actually really do some major good things for this country to get it turned around and get reform Obamacare and all this TPP nonsense, and and also get our borders checked and not allow them to be open like they are right now, where anybody can just or anything could just come in here without being screened or anything. That's really dumb, and I don't think that's really smart for any country to operate like that. A matter of fashion, because it's not good policy, it's not good security sense, and it's not good for the integrity of this nation. And that's really the truth. Security is a priority, but it's not at the cost of the price of freedom. Freedom can still abound, but security must always be part of that, because in order to be free, we must be secure. And that doesn't mean we have all our borders open. I mean, it's just like you're not going to go out the door with your pants on or forget to put your underwear on. Well, it's the same way when you have a country, you're not going to have your borders wide open so anybody can do whatever they want. Pillage you, they can, rape you of your resources, they can do all kinds of mayhem. And that's the way they are right now. So we need to, we need to dress the part, and our country needs to dress right. That way our country doesn't get taken advantage of like it is being taken advantage of right now. Because that is really what's going on, folks. When you allow everybody just to come in here for nothing and give everything away, there's something very wrong with that, fundamentally, because nobody else does that anywhere else, like I've always said before, because it's true. Nobody does. In their right mind, they're not going to give away stuff to people, especially when they're not really doing anything to benefit us as a nation by coming over here. So, that's where I stand, and where a lot of Americans, they feel the same as I do. So it's not me just saying this stuff by myself. There's many other people that have echoed the same sentiment. So, it's really the truth about it. So we have that going on, that dynamic. And then just to be careful, if you're going to the river this weekend, make sure you dress warm. I mean, take some hoodies with you and some jackets, because it's going to be cold up there at the river. The water's not going to be very warm this weekend. It's supposed to be in the 40s this weekend. So if you plan to go to the river to see a friend, if you're going there, just make sure you bring some sweaters with you, because it's not be warm like it today. It's going to be 82 degrees. But in this weekend, it's not going to be like that at all. It's going to get cold. It's going to feel like winter. The first day of spring is Sunday. It's only supposed to be like, I think, near the upper 40s. But lows are going to be below freezing for both Saturday night and Sunday. So if you're going to the river, make sure you all dress up and take some coats with you, because you're going to need them in the morning and in the evening there. So you have a lot of fun. Lots of people have fun. Even the river when it's cold, but don't get in the water, because the water's still really cold because it's not summertime yet. It may feel like that, kids, but it's not summertime yet. Uncle Mike, I love you, and I miss you so much. But just stay tuned, and I'll keep sending out a bunch of stuff like I always do, because I care about people, and I care about you most of all, and I care about your mother and your father. We might have differences. This is really a big misunderstanding because it's not what it is. There's a lot of things that have been overread into and over exaggerated and over manipulated, and I think eventually Charlie will see that, and Sean will look at that, and they will see that, because you all love me and I love you, and we all need each other. We need each other like the sun needs the sun to grow the plants. We need each other like that, because we're family. We really are. We may not be by blood, but we are by spirit and by principle. And that's why we need each other. And that's the real reason why we are a family. So, I say this because I care. I wouldn't take the time to say this stuff. I don't have nothing against your mother, Sean. There's a lot of things she's done to me that was very hurtful, and I could have just stopped being a friend to her like she's doing to me. But I didn't. I stuck it out because I love her, because I know that she's got, some problems, and I understand those problems, because I understand that. And that's why I stuck around, because I love you all. Kids, teenagers, I love you all. That's why I stayed around, and why I still stay around. So I know there's hope. People just don't go over parents' house of a person. If they really thought they were a bad person, they wouldn't go over to their house to help their mother out. And I think that's really admirable. And I really am proud of you. And I really thank you from the bottom of my heart. You both, Beth Ann, I love you so much. And John, I love you so much for helping my mother out in the yard work. I want you to know that. She gave me really a glowing report about you all. And I appreciate that. So I know it's hopeful. We will be together again. I promise you. But it's just going to have to take a little time. So just hang in there. And you can always watch me on this channel. Because, I need your strength. I need all of you. I need your mom, too. I need your dad. All these things, we're family. We can work. We can get to this thing. And I need a support system. You all can help me with a lot of things, just like I help you all. We're all here for each other. That's what it's about, So think about that. I want to say that to the Shields because I really do care about them. And that's no weird way or no hidden messages or no codes or anything stupid like that. Because I don't speak in codes. I speak the truth in full messages that are easy to understand. I think it's very clear right there. And they always are. So I just wanted to tell you that, have a wonderful day, everybody else. And stay tuned to us. Donate when you want to, if you can, feel the need to. Hit the subscribe button below this video. It's a little button in there. It's red. If you haven't subscribed to us already, hit it. It will turn gray. It'll say you're subscribed and you're in. You get all my sermons, all the tips of the day, Bible verses of the day, counseling minutes, you name it. Even random acts of kindness and news, and also surprises, and many more on this channel. Just watch, and believe me, there's a lot of things that are actually going on good, and they're all good for you to help somebody or some family out there somewhere. Anyway, toodaloo, take care, and stay strong in the faith. Don't lose sight. Remember, love is what binds us. And love is what truly unites us. And love is also what identifies us. Like who we stand for. That's Jesus Christ. That's the love. That's what I'm talking about, being identified. So if you have Jesus in your life, he's in your heart and in your soul, then you identify with him. Just like we identify with each other. Think about that. See you later. Michael DeSilvas in the newsroom. Have fun. And enjoy this day. It's going to be really nice. and I will be enjoying it too with you as well. And take care. Bye. For now. Michael Silvas in the newsroom.